IndyCar's racing schedule for the past few years has been not good. That's an understatement. It's been awful. Not only because there are less ovals, but because there are also tracks that are boring. Too many circuits. There's just unnecessary doubleheaders of 2 races a year, so on and so forth. In this episode, I want to do a video on how I would do a perfect IndyCar schedule. Before I do my wish list schedule, here are the rules. Number 1, there'll be no doubleheaders. Number 2, the schedule will be a 50-50 on ovals and circuits. Number 3, I would keep the schedule to 20 races. Number 4, the season will last from early March to early October. Number 5, this is hypothetical, so pretend ISC allows IndyCar to race at their tracks again. And also, IndyCar and racetracks know how to promote IndyCar races. Number 6, the month of May is about the Indianapolis 500 only. Therefore, there'll be no Indianapolis Grand Prix in the month of May. Number 7, IndyCar will have 2 weeks of practice and have normal qualifying for Pocono. Practice more for race week. And number 8, I will not specify dates, only months, or where races are at. I think it'll be simpler that way for this video. And the best for last, number 9, the 500-mile Triple Crown is back. With that out of the way, let's begin. So, the first race would be St. Petersburg in early March with the USF Pro Championships Series. Race 2, it'll be Laguna Seca with the Indy NXT Series alongside. I think it'll be cool to have Laguna Seca as a March race, because it's spring break is almost coming and all that. After Laguna Seca, the sport will have a 2-week off. The first off week is off due to the 12 hours of Sebring. So IndyCar drivers can go to Sebring for the 12-hour event. After 2 weeks off, the third race of the season would go to Long Beach in April. And race 4 would be Texas. And I know I said IndyCar should not race at Texas at all. But here's the thing. Texas is getting reconfigured once again after 2023. And also, we need more ovals. And also, the 2023 PPG 375 was an amazing race. So hopefully the reconfiguration will be back to normal. And hopefully Texas will be great again. After Texas, it'll be a 1 week off. After the week off, the next race IndyCar will be at for race 5 is Kansas at the end of April and alongside with Indy NXT. And here we are at the month of May, the usual month of May, rookie orientations, practices, qualifying, and it gets better. The Freedom 100 comes back for the first time since 2019. And then the Indianapolis 500 will be the 6th race of the IndyCar schedule. After the Indy 500, the next race will be at Gateway for race 7 on the 1st June alongside with the USF Pro Championship Series. By the way, the USF Pro Championship Series was named Road to Indy. It's a rebrand. The 8th race of the IndyCar schedule will be the Milwaukee Mile. But get this, Saturday night racing with Throwback Weekend alongside with USF Pro's Championship Series. After Milwaukee, IndyCar will take a break, a 1 week off due to the 24 hours of Le Mans. Race 9 would be Road America on a Saturday with the USF Pro Championship Series. Race 10 is the return of the Michigan 500 on the 4th of July weekend. Race 2 of the 500-mile Triple Crown race. After Michigan, the sport will take a week off. And race 11 will be Toronto alongside with USF Pro Championship Series. After Toronto, Iowa will be the 12th race of the IndyCar schedule, but as a Saturday night race alongside with the USF Pro Championship Series. Watkins Glen will be the 13th race of the IndyCar schedule, but it'll be a Saturday race due to the IndyCar and NASCAR crossover. That is right, IndyCar and NASCAR is still having a crossover, but thankfully not at the Indy Road Course. Yet it'll be at Watkins Glen, a fan favorite racetrack. After Watkins Glen, IndyCar would come back to Nashville Superspeedway for the first time since 2008 as the 14th race of the schedule on August as a Saturday night race, and also the Indy NXT Series will also race there. After Nashville, the sport's going to take a 2 week off due to Pocono practices and also qualifying, so they can get properly ready for the Pocono 500. And speaking of the Pocono 500 is the 15th race of the IndyCar schedule. After Pocono, IndyCar will go back to Canada once again for race 16 at Montreal for the first time since 2005, I believe. IndyCar will travel once again to a different country, as the 17th race of the IndyCar schedule will be the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. It's the one that Formula One does race at and where Kart and Champ Car used to race at. Honestly, that track is honestly the best Mexican track I've seen in my opinion. Such a thrilling and entertaining track. After Mexico, IndyCar will go back to America, and their 18th race of the schedule would be at Chicagoland, alongside with Indy NXT. At the Chicagoland, the sport's going to take a week off once again as they get ready for Portland for the 19th race of the IndyCar schedule, alongside with the USF Pro Championship Series, but it is the championship weekend for the USF 2000 Championship Series and the USF Pro 2000 Series. After Portland, IndyCar will take one week off of the season as the 20th and final race of the season of my fantasy schedule will be Homestead Miami Speedway on early October, and it's also a championship race for the Indy NXT Series. Typing the script in the schedule, it was not easy to think which track stays or goes. Trust me, it wasn't. Like, this script is like, I think 7 months old, and I had to do a lot of changes because I wasn't sure. Make some changes left and right. Anyway, so I wanted to pick the best tracks that are awesome for IndyCar. As for Run America's race day, it is on a Saturday, since the 6 hours of Watkins Glen will be a factor as a Sunday race, and some IndyCar drivers do race at the Glen for IMSA for the 6-hour races, and also like other Crown Jewel IMSA endurance races. I chose Milwaukee as a throwback weekend for IndyCar because Milwaukee is a historical racetrack, and I also personally think that they deserve a throwback weekend, just like NASCAR, to honor history's America's Open Wheel Series. I added Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez on the list because IndyCar is planning on racing at Mexico in 2024, so I thought the track would be in this list because that track brings action-packed excitement. Champ Car was there, so it would be awesome to see IndyCar there. We are starting in St. Petersburg as normal. The return of the 500-mile Triple Crown has returned. I did not add Auto Club because that is going to be a short track soon for NASCAR. Michigan will be a good fit. Besides, Michigan is the original 2-mile D-shaped oval track. Anyway, IndyCar has raced there since 1969 and was part of the early days of the Triple Crown. Nashville Superspeedway makes a return after the 2023 street races contract expired. Plus, it's too chaotic. Realistically, fuck that track. Fuck the Nashville Grand Prix. It's terrible. It is just, oh my god, just too terrible. Anyway, besides that, the racing marketing at Nashville is so good. So I thought the Nashville Superspeedway will be cool to see in IndyCar again. I wanted to add Watkins Glen on the list because Watkins Glen is a great track. To have IndyCar and NASCAR the same weekend would be so beautiful. I added Homestead as the season finale because Homestead is the greatest mile-and-a-half track in the world, in my opinion, and is a perfect track for the season finale for any racing series. Homestead is just that damn goated. If you made your own IndyCar schedule, what would your schedule look like? Feel free to tell me in the comments below. So that's going to do it for another video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is IanPerez2000 signing off. Goodbye, everybody.